Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Fossil Cup today as the leagues have rotated, and we're going to be using the Cradily paired with the Jellicent and the Golisopod in the back. So unfortunately we went into the wrong league, but we're going to see if we can actually win with this team in the Great League. You can see right here we are going to have the Golisopod actually do some major work, as it's already taken that Pangoro really low, and this Clockstar is about 50% health. So we're going to play the odds here and go into the Jelly. This Jelly is going to have to tank one Earthquake, and we're just trying to overfarm here. We get to this Surf. The Surf will take out the clock, and we see the Pangoro still. This Pangoro decides to shield finally, and at this point, if we shield here, we know we basically are going to get the two moves, so we're decided to just let it go, and then we start investing shields into our Cradily. And it looks like our opponent did not enjoy our core of Cradily and Jelly, as we do get the debuff, and we are just going to let this go. Ends up only being the Fly, and they know that they're going to be taken out pretty soon. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. A Fossil Cup team able to beat the Great League team is pretty nice, considering they actually had the Pangoro, which was going to be pretty decent against our team. We got a Lantern lead versus our Cradily. This Cradily is going to be able to get to this move. They don't have any moves that we have to worry about, so this is a huge indication that they are core broken by this Cradily. Looks like they are going to fire off these serves. Here comes another serve, and we really value this Cradily now. We are going to look to get the farm down. Unable to get the farm down, so we do invest a shield just to keep this for later. And there you go. That's a Lucario. Lucario is trying to preserve his health, but we are going to get that shield and switch over to our Jelly. Now, they have no shields, so this Shadow Ball will go through unattended, and we are going to be able to reach another move. This will not KO, unfortunately, but we get them so low, we can force them to basically throw immediately as we go into the Cradily. Our opponent does elect to throw a move. We do shield, and because we were very close to a move, we knew that we were going to be able to reach a move. Rock Tomb is used, and now we have to survive whatever move they throw here. They go for the Overheat Desperation, but because they were debuffed, it does not KO, and that's going to allow us to reach the Aqua Jet. GG's to our opponent. Basically, keeping that Cradily alive as long as possible was the key to that victory. All right, next, let's see what we find. We have the Cradily into, Poliwrath. Not the greatest lead. We're going to have two answers for this. We go into the Golisopod immediately, and we get met with our Jelly. Now, our Golisopod is running the Aerial Ace for this particular matchup to deal at least neutral charge moves. And you can see right there, we get them into the red. Shadow Ball is used, and we are basically trying to look for the farm down. We are running the Acid Cradily, so it does look like this is going to take a while, especially when they throw the Bubble Beam. That's a spicy charge move for Jelly, and because we are super debuffed, we are going to switch out into the Jelly. This Jelly into the Sand Slash. We are going to shield potential draw run, so we do show the correct move there. We fire off the serve, they actually shield as well, and at this point we just got to fire off as many moves as possible because we know that they're going to be quite low. Oh, they actually go for the Ice Punch bait, and that is not going to be able to take us out. And here we're just going to take this next move because we know we survive it. We see the Holly come back in. We fire off the Raccoon, they shield, and decision time. We do shield here, potential icy win, and we do show the correct move, so we also get debuffed, but we have a grass knot banked, and we look for the farm down. That's a great farm down, which allows us to get to this Raccoon versus his Sand Slash, and down goes their team. So GG's to our opponent, able to wiggle out of that situation. Terrible lead into favorable backline, with a little bit of help from them baiting in certain situations. All right, we have Cradily into the Mawile. We're going to switch on immediately, and they also swap into their Lucario. So Lucario here tanks the Aqua Jet, and that is huge damage. We are going to tank it as well, and we do barely survive. So that is really, really fortunate for us, because we flip the switch, and now we have the matchup we exactly want. And they realize that that is pretty much the game, because they probably have an RPS team. My guess is probably like a Lucario. Ludicolo. Okay, another Lucario lead here. Same situation. We're going to go into the Golisopod. Golisopod ends up getting their move caught into their Fear Thorn, but we are running the Aerial Ace. The Aerial Ace does some good neutral damage, plus the Shadow Claws are adding them just like that. They already into the yellow, and we have a decision. We could shoot here or let it go. We decided to let it go. Ends up being the Power Whip, and we do survive again with a sliver of health, and we force the shield. So that's a really amazing job by the Golisopod. Getting a shield into that situation is really, really nice. Here, we're just gonna have to let this go. Power Whip is used, and we could shield here, or we let this go. We actually just let it go, and we switch out immediately, and looks like our opponent does go into their Lucario with the move. They fire off the Thunder Punch, and we do shield that correctly. We go for the overfarm. This is going to be Thunder Punch or bait, but it doesn't matter. We just need as much energy, and we fire off this Serve before they can get to their move. If they shield, we have another move banked, and now we're in the 0-1 shield scenario versus the Swampert. Now Swampert, because they didn't really build up, they did not have Earthquake. These are just Hydro Cannons, so most likely Hydro Cannon Sludge is their moveset. Here goes the Serve. We combo play. They actually swap out as well, and because they swap out, we're trying to get a little bit extra energy, but we actually take them out a little bit too fast. We forced energy into the Cradily because we were one away, and we are just able to reach this Serve for the KO. So GG's to our opponent. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.